Welcome to our first take movie podcast. I am here with the great
Colton Marshall,
Jordan Hall,
and Balti Bear.
Balti Bear Cub.
Balti Bear Cub. That's what they call
Let me
me.
get to the page so we have something to reference. Here we go.
Just to preface, what we're doing is a weekly podcast in which we take turns picking a movie, and right after seeing that movie, we'll come on the podcast and share our thoughts on said movie. So, first of all, what do you guys think?
All right. Well, first of all, so you described it at the beginning, right? Every week we're watching a movie, and then immediately coming in here and doing the podcast.
Right.
So this week's movie was Caché.
Caché.
Or what's it called?
I think it's
Caché.
Caché. It
It's
has a
called
little tilde on it.
And Hidden.
Is the English title.
It's a French film.
Directed by Michael Haneke, who's not French, he's Austrian actually. Did
Really?
you know that?
No.
But all his movies are French, I believe, and
Okay.
all his movies are very, they're just so well made.
Okay, yeah. So first of all,
he is a master.
what did we think? What did you think?
Colton,
Colton
I thought it was extremely well paced. I loved the pacing of the movie. It was spread out well. There was no
patient.
There was no time where I was like, get going. You know. One of the notes I wrote down, I was going to say is this might be kind of a bold statement just because I don't want to generalize all French cinema. I have very little experience with it, but I said it seems as if this movie is much more focused, not so dramatic. Like if an American,
It's not so
filmmaker
worried
was to
about.
make it.
Yeah, it's not so worried about keeping attention and we gotta throw in
I've
the
seen this as a
scene so
trend
that they
before.
don't get bored.
It's like a trend. It's a trend with like foreign films.
I think you said
I've seen.
Tremors 4.
No.
It's like Tremors 4.
No.
there's a lot that could have been.
Shoplifters
thrown
is
in
very
there.
well paced too.
Oh, Shoplifters was so well paced.
Okay,
Is what is that?
No, that's it.
That's all.
That's it.
I mean, that's
all I have to
I'm just
say.
saying first take. That's my first take.
First. That's
My
your
first take.
That's your first
Nice.
take.
Nice.
Hashtag first take. We're in, dude. So I thought it was pretty well paced. I think towards the end I wanted it to wrap up, but that might have just been because I really wanted to get in here and do the podcast and talk about it already.
Everyone was excited.
I really liked it. The acting's really good. The acting's really great, and I really like in French movies like the Dardenne brothers or whatever. I think that's how you pronounce their last name. Who did Kid with a Bike?
Kid with a Bike.
Yeah,
That movie you've told me about, but I haven't seen. Right?
Wait, which one? Oh, 2 Days, 1 Night.
2 Days, 1 Night.
Marion
Is that them?
Cotillard. Yeah, that's them. And then Cotillard or Cotillard, whatever. But
Marion Cotillard.
yeah.
Ah, man, I love her.
Dude, that movie's so good. 2 Days, 1 Night is so good. It's as good as Kid with a Bike, or maybe better. I don't know.
Dude, Kid with a Bike is like...
Yeah, but dude, 2 Days, 1 Night's so good too. I watched 2 Days, 1 Night back to back.
back.
I watched it. Then my mom got home from work, and then I was like, "You have to watch this movie," and we watched it right then. I got it at the library.
I would have watched this Caché back to back if we were not doing the podcast.
Yeah.
I was just sitting at home.
Yeah.
I would throw them back on because it was layered.
Yeah.
Like
Layered butter, baby.
Oh yeah.
Layered.
All right. So
Layered
popcorn
in 7
with the
layers.
quick fact. We all met at a movie theater, ironically enough, and a lot of the times customers would request. Yeah, we worked there. And a lot of the customers would request layered butter, and it became quickly a meme between us. So anytime the layered word comes up, that's
Layered butter.
layered butter, baby.
Okay,
Yeah, I did it one time.
so yeah, I feel like it's definitely a movie that would benefit from watching multiple times. But so I thought the performances were really good, and then but what I was saying about the Dardenne brothers and stuff is, I really like French movies because it's like super bare bones, like filmmaking, like it really shows that. I feel like it really like shows that you just need, because it's not flashy. Like this movie, the Dardenne brothers, how it's filmed or anything's not flashy at all. Like this could have been shot on like that. It looked like it was shot on an iPhone or something, like
Steven Soderbergh style.
It could have been.
But but like, well, it was 2005, so I doubt it. But like, it's really just like good actors and a good story is all you need. Like. I really like that about French movies, that it's not super flashy.
We'll delve more into like the technical aspects.
It's super bare bone, like filmmaking.
We should probably talk about the technical aspects first and then the plot later.
Okay. I mean,
maybe, or unless.
Okay, so I love that. I didn't. So maybe this is where we can start talking about the meat of the movie. I never really cared too much about the characters. I thought the performances were really good. Maybe it was because they were never pleasant with each other, like ever. Like from the get-go, it was very like...
I think that maybe part of...
No, I get it. I think it was definitely part of it because he's sitting on this guilt and like... And it really reminded me of The Gift of George.
Man, I love The Gift.
Yeah.
Here's one thing.
And like The Gift, he, it's like this childhood, like you kind of realize he was a dick when he was younger.
Right.
Like Jason Bateman's character in The Gift. First of all, they're being terrorized at least. Like in The Gift, they're being terrorized by his old friend who he was a dick to when he was a kid. That's what it seems like is happening in this, at least, is that it reveals that the main character is a little bit of a dick. It was like kind of a dick to this guy. But anyway, it reminded me of The Gift. Really quickly,
if you haven't seen the movie and you're listening to this, please go watch the movie. The movie I thought was fantastic and it needs to be watched. And
go see the movie first.
Don't listen to the spoil. Don't listen to spoilers first. Like, go watch the movie.
We'll try to put in the title before you click on it.
Yeah. Spoiler warning, clickbait. Yeah. Caché.
Okay.
Everybody's crawling to the podcast about Caché.
Here's one thing I picked up on in the very beginning. It makes it very well known that the protagonist, I forgot his name, like George or
is George? Yes. What is it?
It's
Georges Laurent.
Makes it very.
We'll call him Georgie.
Georgie.
You want to feel like sympathy for him, you know?
No.
You felt like you were okay.
I felt sympathetic at the beginning.
Huh. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Because it's like family and terror. Like you don't know the face of the terror. You don't know the intent of the terror. And then at the end, you really don't know who the victim is, at all.
Yeah.
At least yet. I mean, I probably will come up with an opinion later, but right now I have no idea.
Huh. I actually am very opinionated about that already.
Who the victim is?
All right. Let's cut to the meat. I want to just cut to the meat and then we'll discuss. So, at the end of the movie, to me, it looks like there's a camera set up again and they're being watched, right? It's like it's at the school and you see the son, the two sons of each character, Majid and Georgie.
No.
Talking at the school, yeah.
No.
Well, it's Piero.
Yeah, Piero or whatever.
Piero.
The two sons. Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah. You see the two sons.
Georgie's the dad.
Georgie's son. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's what I meant.
Yeah,
Georgie. Majid's son and Georgie's son.
Okay.
And then, you don't know what they're saying to each other, but to me, I am I'm sure that Majid and the son were the ones sending him the tapes.
Oh, wow. Oh, okay.
I am certain.
And something that could support that is the son knows about the affair between the mom and Pierre. Do
you think that was a tape? The way it was shown? I don't know.
I remember it being really close. I don't think
okay.
How can we decipher what's film and what's tape?
How factual are we?
I think they made it pretty clear which ones were tape.
Okay, how factual is it that they're actually having an affair? Is it for sure?
The kiss on the wrist seals the deal for me.
I feel like it was them telling us they were having an affair without spoon feeding us.
Like spoon feed. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So let's entertain the idea that they're for sure having an affair. I mean, like all parties are guilty here. Like.
Yeah.
Well.
Not. Even Majid is guilty for doing this. Like revenge in that manner seems very petty.
Oh, by killing himself.
No. I think he's sending the tapes with his son. I think they're both in on it.
And the other son? And Georgie's son?
No. I don't think Perya is in it.
Oh, okay.
I think.
The way you phrased it made it seem like you thought Pierrot was
No, sorry.
And I almost adopted that idea. I
almost adopted that idea too because they're talking to each other like they know each other.
And you don't see
and
much
then they kind of laugh.
And when Pierrot goes missing, where does he go? Maybe to tape some more.
Where does he go?
I don't think it explains it.
I think what
was he taping?
What if the two sons?
Oh
what if the two sons were the ones? But why would they do that?
Wait. What if? Okay, let's entertain this idea. What if Pierrot? The reason he's missing is the same day we see the so-called affair come into place. What if he's the one taping everything? Because look, it could be he could be taping it, and he could be sending the postcard like. The postcard he got at school, he could have done that. The drawings look like kids' drawings, right?
Yeah, and they kind of.
But how would he know about the chicken thing and everything? Who else would know about that? The bloody chicken that they said.
What I'm saying,
Majid.
I really think
they went together.
Well, if it is Pierrot or whatever, if it's Georgie's son, I don't think it's only Georgie's son. If it is Georgie's son, then it's
together.
Then it's them, and because that
this is insane.
We can be so off base here, but maybe
this is like. But what would his motive be?
Okay, but here, listen.
We have to go back and watch it
again. So they
again.
kind of entertain the idea
to get that.
Maybe that's them kind of giving us the answer at the beginning by like one of the first things they think is that it's their son being stupid and playing with his friends. So like,
explain that again.
Like at the beginning, the one of their when they first are getting the tapes.
Yeah.
They like one of the first things they say is what if it's our son and like his friends or whatever. Then they're like, that's stupid. Why would they be doing that?
Yeah, and they
Are you ready for this?
And because Mihad, what's his son? Mahid or whatever.
Majid. Sorry,
right?
Majid
before.
Majid. We should, but anyway, if it's Majid's son, it makes sense because it has to be.
Well, no.
If it's not Majid, it has to be Majid's son because Majid's son set it up in Majid's house.
And the father gives a genuine reaction of crying as soon as he leaves.
God.
He never turns off the
tape.
And
then the son, then Georgie's son is doing it outside of their house.
Oh my God. I mean, it could have been Majid's son anyways.
Right, that could have been Majid's son.
Okay.
Is there ever... let's think of every
I'm going to hit you with a banger.
Okay.
The ending of the movie that we see,
yes.
The two sons talking, is not at the end of the movie. It's at the fucking beginning of the movie. It's at the beginning of the movie.
Oh shit.
And he's like, do you want to help me with this little project? I'm going to fuck your dad, dude. Oh my God.
Well, I guess we gotta go
What
change our
if-
podcast to explicit content.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean,
But what if
what
that's
if?
right?
What if?
I like that.
I'm
idea.
sorry for being explicit.
No, I
everybody
mean
at home.
it was inevitable.
Yeah. What if?
I like that idea.
What if? I mean, we kind of like looked at it through it like before we started the podcast to see because it's like very layered movie, but nobody entertained that idea.
I disagreed with you saying, like, at first when you said you would have watched it back to back immediately, I was like, I honestly probably wouldn't have. But now that we're getting the juices flowing and talking about this, I would go watch it.
Can I hit you
right
with
now.
something else that I noticed? If we're keeping this narrative of the movie,
Okay.
there's another shot that's super interesting.
Okay.
There's the shot at the night where it's obviously the camera.
Outside that window. Outside that
Right, but is it... I thought it was looking out from the house, wasn't it?
Dude, isn't it creepy? Doesn't it make you feel like someone's watching?
Watching you, yeah.
Rear window style.
Like somebody could be watching. I'm gonna close this.
Yeah, close that up. Seal that up.
And it's very scary.
Wait, what shot are you talking about? Someone looking in.
There's this like
there's a nighttime
overhead
shot.
window of an alleyway, kind of, right? Is that
Right, I thought that was tape.
And you see the cars. You see the cars all.
Was that taken
taken
from inside the house?
Yeah, it was definitely behind a window.
If it's inside the house, it's his son taking it
It's
for
so
sure,
creepy.
dude.
Yeah. Now here's the question that needs answering. Is what does we know what Majid's son has to
It's
like?
so creepy when you think about it.
What,
I
dude?
wasn't that creeped out when I was watching.
Oh no, I was pretty like.
I mean, I
my
wasn't.
heart was pumping at the end.
Okay.
Pumping.
Yeah, I wish I had that.
We
reaction.
know what Majid's son has to gain. We know what he has to gain for taping him. He gets revenge for his father, or maybe another unknown.
And he has a motive after his dad dies too.
Yes, but what is George's son's motive?
What is his motive?
What is his motive?
Yeah, oh man.
I mean, but he's seen.
I mean, maybe he doesn't like his
He
father.
seemed disconnected with his family.
He seemed disconnected from the beginning, and he's like, his dad goes. His dad says,
God.
"Where were you?" Oh my fuck! Like, his dad says, "Where were you?" When we first meet
At
the
the
son,
beginning,
he comes
when he
to
gets
the
to the
dinner table,
table.
and the dad says, "Where were
Oh
you?"
yeah.
And
he
in
said
the
he's at
first
his
shot of the
friend's
movie,
house.
And he
he
goes-
goes long take of just watching him. That is his son.
Yeah,
That
because
is his son.
because he says, "Where were you?" And then the son says, "Why?" And then the dad goes, "Do I need a reason? Like, do I need to give you a reason for you to tell me where you were at?" So he's like immediately standoffish. That it has to be those two.
Dude,
Wow.
steel beams can't melt jet fumes, okay?
What?
Jet fumes melt steam. Beam, dude.
Baldy had a stroke.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
I actually... I want to watch the movie again now
I
just
feel
to
like-
see if this theory could be correct.
Yeah, I know. I feel like we're gonna watch it a second time,
it's
and
like
it's just
right
gonna
away
fall
debunked.
apart.
Is Piero?
I don't know,
Hold
though.
on. Is Piero there when the father and like runs out in the street
He's
and
never there.
No, is he there when he's about to get hit by the bike?
No, that's because they're at the police station, remember?
Okay, yeah.
That's when they're reporting Majid.
So
Or like
let's-
the tapes, sorry, reporting the tapes. And like that's at the very beginning.
What are all the tapes like?
They're just I think they're
So no, let's think of each one. So there's the alley, the
very
first
first
shot.
one.
The first
and
shot-
then that shot happens a few times.
What a
Then-
beautiful shot, by the way.
Then
Oh, the movie is beautifully shot.
The first shot,
then
is
like a
great.
super like
Lots of long takes.
Well, and
very
super like
Like
subtle,
you're watching.
like no, it's like a documentary.
Yeah.
I guarantee
It's
you
like-
when I see it again, the long shots are going to be a lot more eerie when you see it again for the second time because you know
it's like
you're going to know.
It's eerie. You're watching in like
Yeah.
that's scary to me.
It's
Do
like
you
surveillance.
think- what do you think? The dad killing himself.
Majid himself.
Majid killing himself.
I
keep
actually
saying Majid.
wrote down
I'm
a
sorry,
note
it's Majid.
that I thought was really interesting. Let me see here. Pull up my notes. Okay, so they obviously both Majid and his son denied having anything to do with it, right? When Majid and Georgie are having that conversation in the bathroom at the office, he says something about depriving his dad from an education. I mean, I understand like him going to like an orphanage and stuff. I don't know why that line struck me like.
I mean, it definitely has to be Majid's son, at least. And possibly Georgie's son.
So you think Majid had nothing to do with it?
Okay, that brings up a topic that I wrote. The first thing I wrote down was, did you believe him, Majid, when he said he had nothing to do with the tapes? I did, personally. The second he said that, I 100% did.
What is he putting on a performance in front of this tape? When he starts crying?
The wife said it was an hour. It lasted an hour.
Right.
Yeah, I think. Okay, so outside the window, the only people filming could be Majid's son and Georgie's son.
Well,
or together.
So it could
I think they're working together.
So it could either be Majid, like, because I was gonna say, why would it be Majid if these tapes, it seems like, are kind of what led him to, like, were the straw that broke the camel's back that made him kill himself. But I was thinking also maybe this was all a ploy to get Georgie there to witness him kill himself, to put that guilt on him.
Huh. I'm not sure. That's an interesting point.
And then the last thing he says to him is he wants to know his conscience. At the end, that's what Majid's son, Majid's son, in the bathroom talking to Georgie. He's talking to him. He's asking about his conscience. He says, "I have no bad conscience about what happened to your father."
Yeah,
and he walks out, and that's all he wanted to know.
I think, what I got from that scene was that Majid's son could tell that it was torturing him. Like he was saying it's not bothering him, but I think what Majid's son is saying is, like, he's looking at him and he's like, he can tell it's gonna weigh on him. And I feel like that's what Majid's son's point of, like, if he is the one who did it. What's Majid's son called again?
It's just Majid's son, look. Walid Afghir.
Majid's son.
But yeah, when Majid's son, I think maybe that was his whole thing was to put all this guilt on Georgie. Man.
You know what? Oh my god. I have more evidence that really supports Georgie's son being the guy.
Yeah, I'm a big fan.
Okay.
No, this is like...
For some reason... Piero. Georgie's son is Piero.
Yeah, Piero.
So we can start calling him that. Piero and Majid's son.
So here's another huge piece of evidence that Piero did it. Like, he was there.
For some reason, it's creepy, the idea of Piero doing it.
The day Piero comes back... Wait, is it? Oh man, no, never mind. I thought the day Piero... I'm wrong though. I thought the day Piero came back was the day after Majid kills himself. And that's why he's acting so weird, because he saw him kill himself. And he was recording from the outside, but that's...
No.
It was way after.
Yeah.
I think...
Man, that would have been like... too good.
What's Piero's... What's his
motive?
What's his motive?
He seems very disconnected with his family.
Yeah,
like,
the fact that he... Okay, we can assume that the mom was caught on tape with Pierre having an affair. And that could be part of Piero's motive.
But
is to like have like documented proof maybe of his family and how disconnected it is.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I think
to torture his parents with the fact that they're...
because I didn't get that feeling when I watched. I got the feeling that he for sure saw. I mean, it never tells us that he saw his mom cheating. But I think the reason we feel that way is because he was so cold towards his mom. He wasn't really cold towards his dad.
Doesn't he bring it up, though? talking about.
Well,
He does bring up Peter's name
At the end, he seemed
Right,
very
right,
towards his dad.
Right.
and,
Okay.
and then she says like it's nothing. He's just a friend. Like
Yeah, but he didn't seem. Maybe this was me just putting what I thought was happening on the scene or whatever. But I was thinking he's not being cold towards his dad. He's like really conflicted because it seemed like he was being nice with his dad. But he just had this, like, he didn't want to tell his dad that his mom's cheating.
It's cheating.
So he's, like, conflicted. But it seemed like he was being nice with his dad.
He knew for sure, right? The kid
No,
knew
yeah, the kid knew for sure.
But it seemed like he was being nice with his dad.
By not telling him.
No.
I think
It seemed like he was
afraid,
being nice with his dad. Because he was just being straight up cold towards his mom. So if he was
Yeah.
like, screw you both, he would be cold towards
He didn't, like,
the
hug
dad,
him,
too.
Yeah.
But he was being cold towards mom. He was being nice towards the dad, but you could tell he was holding something back. Which I think is I think he's torn inside that his mom's cheating. But I don't know.
It still seems like, what is exactly the motive? You know, like
That's tough.
I mean, are the parents even there around? There's the
But
family
would that-
seems so disconnected.
Even if it is disconnected, though, does that warrant that kind of investigation upon his parents or that kind of surveillance?
Yeah, like
I mean, okay.
I mean, you can tell
So if
that-
we entertain the idea of that last scene happening at the beginning of the movie, then I mean, he
then
talks, and that's where he goes on Tuesdays.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
You know,
Because that stuff's not in there on accident. They're not like, oh, we're just showing you
Yeah.
that this
You're
kid likes to
like-
do stuff on Tuesday and Wednesday.
and he seems very like he doesn't want to talk about
Well,
it.
the
you know?
whole family, from the beginning, the whole family seems like they're all pissy with each other.
and the kid doesn't want to talk about it, like why he does it.
Yeah,
Like,
so his motive could be that the end could be the beginning of the movie.
Okay,
The
and
end
then he gets talked into it right away, and like,
Well, yeah, and
his,
it's
like his family.
and
already,
Majid's son could just come up to him and be like, "Your dad's a dick. This is what he did."
like your father did this to my father. I need your help. And he's like, yeah, you know what?
I don't know.
Fuck my dad.
Okay, did you realize that when in the not very beginning, but pretty much the beginning, Georgie is talking about like that story with the dog getting ran over right on the neck, and then he immediately goes outside.
No, it
and
wasn't Georgie.
That wasn't George. That was
the
his
guest.
friend. That was his friend. His guest.
It was.
His guest was talking about the.
Okay,
And
well,
I'm stealing that story, by the way.
It doesn't matter if it's his friend or not, but immediately he goes outside and he sees the chicken with the neck.
Well, the
The
chicken.
note with the
Right.
chicken with the neck bleeding.
Well, that was drawn because
Of
Majid, when he was little, cut the chicken's meat.
Yeah.
So you think Majid
And
dropped
the
off
blood,
that video?
It
Or
seems like
Majid's
the
son?
blood from the chicken was used to like send him off.
So, who do you think left that tape?
I think Majid's son is responsible for everything. Whether George,
Like he
Pierrot-
orchestrated everything,
Yes,
and he said, "I need your help." Basically, to
he is.
Pierrot.
If we entertain that idea, yes. But I mean, dude, Majid's son did everything 100%.
Really?
It all fits so perfectly. Like
Yeah, it does fit.
he got the shot of
Majid did-
the apartment of where his dad lives, and
They do a good
Yeah.
job of
Yeah.
making Majid very innocent guy.
Majid. I think Majid might really actually be innocent, and then like it.
But what about the killing himself thing?
I mean, that's a difficult subject to talk about. I believe, like, think about it. Your brother, in quotation marks, comes back into your life, and like, he's threatening you. He doesn't give a shit about you. Like,
Yeah, that's true.
Okay.
he,
I can see that.
you know, he sent you off. Like, he has no regard for your
Well,
life. None. That is a terrible feeling.
Yeah.
And to some extent, he invited him over to watch him. I'm surprised it wasn't filmed because
Majid orchestrated the whole. Majid's son definitely orchestrated the whole thing. He was the one who shot the hallway shot and sent it to the house to get him to go there.
That's 100%. 100%.
And then the father was genuinely surprised to see him.
And then he trying to get some redemption, trying to see if like he'll go to his dad and get some redemption, like maybe like, oh my god, you're alive, you're doing
possibly.
Good. Like, but no,
I think he's
just a piece of shit human.
Yeah,
I think he was anticipating either side to happen, and he wanted to record it either way.
Right. I think the movie
for sure he baited him there.
Dwells very well. The movie dwells very well on like guilt.
Yeah.
And like denial.
Shame.
And denial. They're all liars. That family, the guy just denies and denies and denies and lies.
Lies here and there, lies and then just lies all over the movie.
Yeah.
He doesn't
want to deal with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is, he's
he doesn't let the wife in on his past.
He's not a total piece of crap. He's a flawed person, but he just lets it eat him up pretty much. And him protecting his how he's like him protecting his image of being innocent or whatever is more important than
I think that the fact that he's striving to show himself as an innocent person just proves that he's guilty about the whole when he was 6, with Majid, and
he has to lie about it.
That's why he didn't let the wife in, and like when she was asking,
like at the very beginning,
didn't want to
he's
let her in.
Liar, pig, just. Is like what Majid's son doing warranted? I feel like it's still like a horrible way of getting revenge. Like,
oh man! But what other way are you gonna get it? No,
what other way are you gonna get revenge?
Technically, you shouldn't get revenge, I guess.
Yeah. But we can't really ask for that. That'd be a boring movie.
There's many ways to get revenge. If you're, I feel like it was a very good. The movie was just so well. To me, it was so well made.
Yes.
It hit all the right notes. It knew how it wanted to be paced. The acting was incredible, I thought. Even from, like, everybody was good, I thought. And, the shots were great. It looked great. It was never boring. I never felt bored. I was pretty thrilled the entire time. To me, it's like a very unsettling concept, like being sent these tapes and you don't know, like, what's going on. Like, it broke the family. We could argue that the family was
that's also how it reminded me of The Gift. Was it just like this guy just totally tears apart this family?
The Gift has
psychologically
brought out like suspicions, lies, everything. Yeah,
it tore it from the inside just by doing something so simple. So messed up in so many ways, but
it was like opening of a zipper, just.
Yeah.
Lies and deceit.
And people, it's so realistic. Like, people today, or like probably forever, they don't want to like bring up these issues. Like, people are very closed off,
Yeah.
And it's very sad. Like, even with your wife, you couldn't be like completely open. Like, I feel like with your partner, you should be
the most
more than open, right? Like. More than open. What are we looking at here? What?
I don't got time, but we got
1,668 minutes. We're on the track record.
1,670 bars.
So this is one person's theory. I don't know if I agree with it, but more of like they're saying it's I think there's definitely commentary on racism, but they're saying it's about racism and then
like the Algerian and French problem.
And then the Majid's son confronting him is like the next generation saying they're not going to stand for this like type of racism anymore, and then he's saying that them at the end is showing like the next generation moving on from racism. But
that guy's an idiot.
I think that's very simplistic.
Pierrot was in on it, dude. He did it all.
Let's find this guy's username.
I was
WLIY brand. Yeah, you're an idiot.
Yeah, add him on Reddit and tell him he's an idiot, okay?
We don't want
watch
you.
your karma just skyrocket.
Right. Just kidding. Different perspectives are super interesting.
Yeah,
I was going to say I just don't know how to phrase it, but yeah.
No, but seriously, please DM him and
yeah,
man. I was reading. Roger Ebert gave the movie a 4 out of 4 stars, and he's talking about like a specific frame at the end of his review that happens at 23 minutes and 9 seconds. I think
39. I think
39 seconds.
Yep.
Yeah.
2039 in the movie.
Or 2039. There we go. And it's the shot of Majid when he was a kid with blood on his face, but the way he looks at the camera is like. To me, it looks like he's eating something, or like
he's consuming something.
Oh my god! What if he did it to himself?
Or if he did what?
Try to kill himself? Like cut his throat, and then somebody found him.
I don't think he'd try to kill himself. But what if he was putting the blood on himself for himself to get sent away? Or something.
So he could come back like 30 years later.
And then he was like, it's like this big
40 years later? Oh,
this
no.
guy's worse than Despicable Me.
No. This is like conspiracy theorists.
Yeah.
When they're like,
this is like Alex Jones.
The Earth is flat. Aliens, dude. Alex Jones. I love that guy.
You must take DMT to get to the alien realm.
Is that what he said?
Not exactly. Kind of, though.
That guy is crazier than a bucket of chicken.
All right, here's the thing. I'm going to defend Alex Jones. I don't think everything that he says is completely out the window.
Alex Jones, the dude who's like...
Okay, the worst man of all time.
Listen to me. InfoWars,
the worst man.
The things that I've seen on there, yes. It's pretty much just entertainment at that point. But
I was just
off the record stuff that he talks about, some of it isn't completely out of the question.
All right, boys, are we an Alex Jones podcast?
No.
All right, I love him.
I was just watching a Joe Rogan podcast with Alex Jones on it. No, yeah, that guy's
Think that guy's insane.
Yeah, dude's crazy.
Like
I don't think he's completely wrong.
He reminds me of Perot in a lot of ways. Perot is just a little shit, dude.
Yeah. Oh, Alex Jones.
Alex Jones made the tapes.
Oh my god.
Hearing on the movie that Michael Haneke, the director, is sending the tapes to the family. And he's the one, or like, I also read that the tapes are not even real. The family's just like this, like paranoid, like everything's just crumbling, like, dude. And there's just so many.
I just read one that said like an omniscient presence was sending the tape or something like
that. That's what I was going to say, because it seemed like you almost had to be like a god figure to know all this information and to send it at this right.
What if the viewer is sending the tapes? Us.
Us.
I mean,
I don't like the idea of things outside of the movie coming in as like a theory.
I mean, I did send one of them.
Everything that's on the screen, I think, should be taken. Nothing should be added to the movie. I mean,
what the hell are you saying?
You know what I mean? Like, I don't like the theory of Michael Haneke. Is that how you say it?
Michael Haneke. I guess.
What about him?
I don't like the theory of him sending it. It's just
a theory. I was just.
Well, I think that theory is pretty much just saying an omniscient.
I think our theory is spot on. Yeah. What else would Perot be?
I don't know.
He doesn't have friends, dude.
I don't know if it's spot on. We need to watch it again.
We need to go watch it again.
The big question is, what is Pierrot's motive?
Yeah.
Honestly, there's no
he's a kid. His parents piss him off.
I mean,
he's
when we were 12, listen, when we were
forgetting about a shot.
They say you have to watch it like very closely at everything, but
yeah.
I mean, when you were 12, you didn't send your parents like tapes of themselves to terrorize him?
Oh yeah,
I did all the
seriously,
time.
every day.
Did anyone else think it was weird, like that when Piero comes back to the house? I think that was weird, like the way it was done, like the woman.
Wait, who was that woman?
Who was?
I
Was
mean,
that the
a mother? She was the mother of. What if she's sending the tapes?
Wait.
My
So,
house.
okay, so if our
she really didn't want to come in. She really didn't want to come in.
I mean, she was parked in a back. Was she?
she didn't intentionally.
parked in a bad spot.
Wait.
You think that?
That's what she said.
Wait, she was. Wait, hold on.
I know, but you think?
I believe everything I hear.
Okay. No. They show her parking.
She was parked in a bad spot.
They show her parking inside of like a place where a truck would come in and load like stuff onto the semi and then go out. Like she was definitely blocking something. I was gonna make that comment in the movie, but what if she did it intentionally? So she had like a back door out, so she didn't have to go into the house.
Why does the kid seem so
her
shook?
parked in a bad spot.
Yes.
Okay, why does Piero seem so shook when he comes back home?
Well, and if you think everything's in there for a reason, do you think he's just, when he's making this movie, he's just deciding, he's like, you know what, this lady, for some reason I just don't want her to come in, she's parked in a bad spot.
What if that...
I don't think so. I think she's a little fishy fish.
Yeah.
stick.
She's a
I agree.
fish.
Yep.
Fish.
There's
She's a pig.
I agree.
She's in on it somehow.
She's in on it.
Somehow. Yeah.
Okay, listen, I have a theory.
Or he's like, or they're videotaping her life, and they're like, do what you
Oh my
do.
God.
Oh my... No.
By Christopher Nolan, by Inception.
Oh.
What?
In the first shot of the movie. In the
Okay.
first shot of the movie.
Oh
okay?
my God! Is she in it?
No, she's not. No. Okay, you see this guy riding a bike like past the frame?
Mm-hmm.
That's Paul Blart Mall Cop.
Oh,
He's in on it.
you bad.
Oh gosh. Should have seen that one coming.
Yeah, I mean, she could be on it. She seems very flustered. Like,
What if there's
she
so
would
much?
not
come in no matter
Why
what.
would she bring the kid back then?
What if it's totally?
What if it's just cool? What if everything's just what we're showing and everything's just nice and chillax, dude?
What?
No.
It's cool as gravy. What if?
It's great.
What if there's okay? One. What if there's no answer, and he wants this to happen, like a sick bastard? Or what if there is no answer?
I mean, there's just so many things we're showing that, like,
No, but not
papers,
what
the
if
VHS
it's like
tapes come with.
strictly? Do you think it's like strictly
For pleasure.
metaphorical? Maybe. Which
No.
I don't like that.
I don't
think
like
so.
it either.
No. It's cheap.
It's not.
Well, it's not
there's
cheap.
things we're showing.
I mean, but yeah.
like,
I mean,
there's
but
concise
for-
evidence on the movie.
Right, yeah, I think so.
It's
too.
for sure.
But for example, like Enemy,
Okay.
Denis Villeneuve's Enemy
Yeah.
is a movie where I'm like, I've grown to love it, but I was honestly pissed off the first time I watched that movie because it was like this really interesting mystery that's like,
Oh man, I
That's
can't
like-
wait to watch Enemy and talk about it on this cast.
but
I don't wait.
Take that.
but there was like the straight. I mean, we've all seen it though. But
It's
anyway,
so great.
I think there's more.
But
There's more to it than people put online.
oh yeah,
A
for
lot
sure.
more.
But that's a movie where it's like a straight up mystery at first, and it's like being told pretty straight up, and then it goes just straight metaphorical. And now I've grown to like it, but I was pretty pissed the first time.
But
I was
I
like,
mean,
I want to answer to this mystery.
I mean, we'll talk about it if we
But
end
anyway,
up seeing it. But
but yeah.
the ending, I feel like fits perfectly with the movie.
Yeah.
No, yeah, it does.
Okay.
but if you're watching
As
it,
long as we agree, like that.
no, no, it's I love it now.
There's a lot like metaphor.
Right. But when you're first watching it, you're watching it kind of. You're
Yeah,
just
yeah.
thinking it's going as like a straight up mystery, and you're like, what is happening?
And then
Yeah, my
And then it just goes like,
My
and you're
friend,
like, what
and
the
then
hell?
crickets come on screen,
Yeah, and then they start doing it. Have they have a cane in their hand?
and they're like, yeah, Jiminy Cricket.
My friend that
Hey,
was,
son.
that was pissed when I showed him the movie and
that
the
movie pissed
spider
me off.
the spider scene. He's like, "That's it," and I'm like, "Well,
The
go
spider scene, the beginning scene.
No, the very last scene where she
Oh.
goes in the corner, afraid.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, when he says that's it, that's literally it. Like, that's the end.
No, he's like pissed. That's what he's saying. Yeah.
Yeah,
I was
sorry.
pissed
It was
too.
a joke.
But yeah.
No. When I watched that, I was like, holy.
No, I knew there was more
like,
to it, but I was like, I wanted a freaking
it was
straight
like-
up answer.
I went straight to Reddit. I was
Movies
like,
are
what is your theory, man?
Yeah. There's a few similarities between this and Enemy
But
for me.
Yeah, very.
Caché, I really think it's just.
I want to watch it.
I'm really excited for you guys to watch Amour, which I think is Haneke's best movie. But I mean, none of us have seen Caché, and I was excited to see it because I respect.
Did not disappoint at all.
Respect the director more. He's in my. He's for sure in my top 10 directors of all time.
Yeah, I would say
he's incredible.
My only complaint with the movie is that I wasn't really connected to any of the characters in like a way that I was I was worried for their safety or anything. But that might have been the point.
Yeah, I agree.
I still don't.
The only character I really care about was
that's still a
Piero.
knock for me.
I only cared about Piero, really.
I didn't even care about Piero.
I didn't care about.
I like Piero.
It's just I think that's the point of the movie. Like these, everybody.
Yeah, I get it,
everybody's
but I don't
always
like it.
hiding something. You know?
No, I get it, but I don't like it. I want to care.
Oh, you want to care.
I wanna
You
care
should
for
watch it
people.
more then.
Yeah.
You
All
should
right.
really watch it more.
So,
All right, who's picking next week?
me.
If you have something in mind, go for it. Because I don't want to.
Am I saying what we're watching
for next week?
for next week now?
Yeah.
First, let's just wrap up all discussion on
Caché.
on Caché.
All right.
Overall-
overall,
Everyone, give a sentence.
I thought a beautifully shot movie that was thrilling, exciting, and
revelatory.
These open endings that leave so much open to discussion, and it incites movie discussion.
This was a
so
good
wonderful.
one. Sometimes I get pissed with open-ending movies because I think it's a cop-out. Sometimes, only sometimes. I don't think this was one. Because this one, I think there's I think this one there is an answer, but they don't tie it up on both. I don't like when it's open-ended to where there's like no answer, and it just feels like a cop-out. And then everybody's like, "Oh, it's so deep."
There's enough information there for you to make an answer. Like, period.
And to just
whatever
to
that
get
is,
to an answer.
whatever your answer is, if Pierrot is in on it or not, or whatever it is, like if Majid and Majid's son are not in on it, whatever you might think, like there's for sure enough information there. But the movie was fantastic, and like I highly recommend it. It definitely, I'll be thinking about it for a while now, and I'm for sure rewatching it to try to get a better grasping of what was trying to be presented, for sure.
Colton, your sentence on the movie.
I want to give phrases, no sentences.
Oh,
Just fragments.
It was your idea was the sentences. You said give a sentence if you can.
Balti basically said everything I want to say, but I'll just say it was well delivered, well produced, and it was unanswered. That's all I'll say.
So you're giving like you want to give like the phrases that are put on the trailer where it's like
revelatory, masterpiece,
revelatory.
visionary.
Georgie is a revelation.
Visionary masterpiece.
Okay, my consensus is it is really good. Really liked it. Great acting. Really well made all around. Only knock I didn't care about really any characters, but I think that was the point. But I still don't like it because I want to care and I want to be thrilled by worrying about what's going to happen to these people that I love, which I didn't love them. So that's my only knock. But it was really, really good. Really good.
I'm thinking of
and I never would have watched. Like that's not a movie I ever would have watched if Balti didn't recommend it. Like I mean, not because I didn't want to. I'm
glad I thought about it because at first I was gonna bring more. Which it's a movie we could discuss for a long time too. I feel, but I thought it'd be a good idea to bring something we've all not watched, and it obviously incited a lot of discussion with everything. So I really like encourage you guys, like you, Colin and Jordan, and people like listening to this, like go watch Michael Haneke's movies. He just brings something to the table that I don't see a lot of directors bring in.
Well, yeah, and then that's the point. I mean, that's a big thing in this podcast is we want to announce the movies we're watching, so you'll watch these movies you wouldn't have normally watched. So we all benefit from seeing more great movies.
And hopefully we can disagree in the future more so that, our audience has at least something to cling on to. I'm feeling a strong 7 out of 8 for this movie.
You know what? You're right.
I'm feeling a strong 8 or 9 out of 10 here. I just need to think about it a little
I think
more.
my initial rating's 8 out of 10, but I wanna watch it again. But okay, my choice for next week's movie.
Okay.
I'm trying to figure out how to pronounce the director's name but it's
just give it your best shot.
It's Chloe Zhao. Okay, no.
Chloe.
Not even close.
Chloe Zhao. Okay. Chloe Zhao. She's Chinese.
Okay.
Chloe Zhao, but it's Chloe Zhao's The Rider. We're gonna find
The Rider. We're watching The Rider.
The Rider.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Very excited.
The Rider. R-I-D.
What is that? What is that about?
R-I-D-E-R. Do you want a brief synopsis?
Yeah, right.
Okay, so Chloe Zhao's Rider is the movie for next week. We encourage you all to watch it. This is a brief synopsis. It says
quick shout out to my friend Connor. This is one of his favorite movies last year.
Yeah. Quick shout out to my mom.
Quick shout out, really fast to Pierrot.
Yes.
For putting up with a family.
Yeah, agreed.
Okay, so the quick synopsis for The Rider is: after suffering a near-fatal head injury, a young cowboy undertakes a search for new identity and what it means to be a man in the heartland of America.
Wow. That sounds powerful. What's the runtime?
104 minutes, so it's an hour 45.
Oh, great. All right, so we will see you all next week.
On First Take.
Thank you for tuning in. If you'd like, you can follow us on Instagram at First Take Movie Podcast.
Spell it out for him.
TTTTTTTT. And yes, we'll see you next week.
FIRS.
Thank you for tuning in.
TAKEMOVIEPODCAS.
Alright.
See you next week.